Alright, replay review I for Consider or Jumpy Lion in this game on D.Va on Alterac Pass. Alright, I don't know the rank of this game, but starting out, look at the draft as always. We have some interesting things to consider here. First thing that jumps to mind is you guys have a Stitches, so Stitches can play two ways. The most straightforward way is he just plays back, looks for a hook, looks for a pick, and that's kind of your standard Stitches play. For that, what he wants then is follow-up CC off the hook, because he doesn't natively have any. You want some way to keep them there after you've hooked them, and then burst damage. You have some burst damage with Li Ming, follow up with Brightwing Polly, or Stitches, or sorry, Sylvanas Mind Control. So you can sort of do that. You can also kind of run in there with Bile, which certainly exists. He doesn't really have any hard CC or much else to do besides just slowing everyone. But you can sort of complement them, look for a pick with a hook, and then you also have Bile if you need to take a full-on fight. So, but I think the way you're playing with what you've got set up is you look for a hook off of Polly and Ming Burst. Sylv can then press the advantage with trait. You can use trait to push with objectives. Objectives give a good amount of area to hook around, so Stitches should have fun with that. On the other side, it gets very interesting. They have an Arthas, who wants to really just get on top of people. He doesn't really have any range engaged, doesn't really have any way to get to people, but once he's on top of people, they're in trouble. Fortunately for your team, Stitches can just remove slows with his trait. You can just boost away from Arthas or boop him away from people. Bing just teleports off his route, Brightwing teleports with Blink Heal, Sylv teleports with E, so he'll gonna have a lot of trouble getting on someone. Although, I'm curious what Rhaegar goes at 10 here, because this combo does make Bloodlust kind of interesting. The move speed helps Arthas out a lot. However, their DPS doesn't really complement like a Bloodlust run it down sort of thing. Nazebo and Zagara both kind of shell you from a distance. But if I suppose if Arthur just gets on top of people, keeps them slowed, keeps them um, stuck, then Zagara and Nazebo could keep just throwing stuff on them and eventually it does something. The bigger thing to watch out for is their split push power. Zagara's already taken Infest, so especially her, but Zagara has a lot of just random structure damage, Nazebo has a lot of structure damage. Dahaka is a global, so he can split push and also join fights. So that's what I'm looking out for from their team. The Arthas is a little odd, but their structure damage is not to be underestimated. Man, I think the way your team is playing is you're looking for hooks, and then you can look for more. You personally, obviously, soak all the lanes, make sure no one can start pushing stuff in. In team fights, it's difficult to get defense matrix on their DPS because they might be playing so far back, but you've got Arthas taking the quest and Rhaegar taking the W, which indicates that they both kind of want to be up there. So defense matrix on both of them could be pretty impactful. See how this goes though. Also, Sylv if she takes overwhelming affliction is also really good into Arthas.
Five, four, three, two, one. Let the battle begin.
If you clear the wave, those like Zag can't push. I mean, she sort of can, but Infest means she really likes minions there. Alright. I don't even know how well D.Va can double soak on this map. You might need, what's it? Get on the point? Yeah, you might need get on the point to double soak. I don't know. I like just the focus on clearing the wave. I don't think you don't need to step up nearly that far though. You don't need to like put yourself in that much danger. You can hit the wave a little bit, but inching your entire health bar for this first mini wave just isn't worth it. Uh, they're just going to clear the wave faster than you probably. There's not much you can do about it. Do what you can here, then rotate out. Also this kind of forces you to rotate out here. You're immediately going top. I kind of don't like this. Alterac, the offlane. Okay, this does work out, but you didn't know that initially. So on Ultra, on some maps, the offlane's kind of set, no matter where the objective spawns. Ultra, both top and bot are kind of the same. There is a camp, but it's sort of near mid lane. You can optimize it a little bit, but it's not super important. Where the offlane is in relation to it, unless you're like Hogger, then you might want to be near bot so you can get the camp if that's something you want to do, but not required. The bigger thing is objective placement. You want offlane to be opposite objective, and that's for a couple reasons. The first is split push value. If they're all fighting bot, you might be able to get some push top, and D.Va's decent at split pushing because her auto attacks are an area. More relevant for Dahaka though, for sure, for the global value. The other reason, oh, a couple other reasons, means the four-man's closer to the objective, so they can start controlling the area around it and setting things up for it. Also, if you want to rotate to objective and you're not at global, which D.Va is not, it means objective spawns, you want to rotate to objective, so you clear your lane, then you clear mid, then you get objective, so you get an extra wave, because if you were bot, it's just this one, you go to objective. This way you get an extra lane of soak on your path and pick up some more XP. Oh, a few reasons, but so you started rotating top a bit before objective spawns. Objective always spawns at 30 seconds. So on this map and not Garden, sorry. Garden always spawns the objective bot, so you can just go top. Always. The first objective is always bot and Garden, but Cursed is what I meant. Those two, I think it's just those two. I like to sit around mid a little bit just to make sure where the objective spawns. Because if you're going this way and objective spawns top side, then you're kind of in an awkward position because it's either you're offlaning next to objective, which is not great for the reasons I listed, or you have to then make your way all the way down to bot, and that sort of lane swap is going to be really awkward, especially without comms to figure out with your team. But fortunately for you, it does work out. Anyway, you can step up a little bit here. The inside of your cannons do more damage. So if you're not threatened and you have freedom to position, you want to step up to make sure that your cannons are both angled to hit everything. So you could perhaps stand here and shoot it this way, or stand here and shoot it this way. And you also want to make sure the inside of your cannons is hitting as much stuff as possible. Lots of random positioning goes into D.Va soaking, but I just push this angle so yeah. So you want to angle like over here-ish and shoot it this way, so your inside cannons hit both this tower and the wall. Right there, you were hitting this wall, which isn't that relevant. All right, I've heard. I better talk a little bit about this in Zebo, so I want to see how this goes here. What level 1 do you have? You have full metal. Okay, so you heal off of the wave. I would not just stand here and take hits from him. But you did clear the wave, and you didn't take too much damage in return. Not bad. Make sure you get this globe. Nice. You could probably try and just run him down, but he's out of mana here. You can absolutely pressure him. He's out of mana. He doesn't have sustain. You do. He's going to tap here, unfortunately, but I gotta early start clearing this wave. I step up and clear this wave now before he gets back, and so you can heal up a little bit. Yeah, I don't like you standing still. You're just eating frogs and spiders. He threw the spiders on the way, but if he threw them on you, it would be very easy. Kite around a little bit. You can attack while moving. You don't lose anything for it. Okay, you take this tap. He's out of mana again. Take the tap. All right, good. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't really double soak here, but it's fine. Sylvanas is getting bot. You're chilling. I'd actually just start hitting this in Zebo. Honestly, pressure him out. Instead of clearing the wave, clearing the Zebo. And he has no sustain here. He's out of mana. He can't do much here. If he should be scared to step up to this wave. Sometimes you do just want to clear the wave and leave, but like in this situation where he's kind of just out of everything, pressure and force him to back. Freeze the wave, or you can't really, not necessarily freezing the wave, that means you let the wave over here. You could try and do that though. D.Va's kind of difficult to freeze wave with. Almost impossible, honestly. But definitely don't just push it to him so he can collect the globe and collect all the soak easily.
I've just learned that some of my best
Like, he shouldn't be allowed to just free soak this. You're losing all. Oh, now you've used bomb, kind of needlessly. And step up and hit him if you're going to step up. Don't let him get that globe. Good. All right, with this objective spawning, I'd keep pushing top for now. Push this wave in. Get it, clear it. D.Va's backing right now. So you want to push this in and try and get some value. Okay, oh wait, he's not backing. Alright, I am mistaken. I'd booster into him. Again, you're not pressuring him nearly enough. You are slowly getting wall damage. Don't take tower shots either. You're losing. You just lost half your health to tower shots there for free. Yeah, biggest lesson here is pressuring the Zebo when he's out of everything. You let him sit in lane so long that he was able to get another tap out, then you ate a bunch of free damage for him. Like if he had more mana to throw at you, he would be in trouble. I don't know why you're rotating out of it. I mean, you clear the top lane, I guess. You're allowed to rotate a little bit, but you're not doing anything here. Go back top. Unless you want to fight for... You could fight for objective, actually. You could fight for objective. I don't hate it. You have everyone up. Nice. Good kill. That defense matrix does nothing, by the way. Defense matrix needs to be on heroes. It doesn't reduce the damage of summons. Well, it does, but only if you hit the hero that summoned them. It only affects heroes. I would just clear this and go back top now. You're not gonna fight 4v5. I mean, I guess Right Wing might have Z up. I don't know. I would just give it personally. Yeah. Make sure you just get the soak. I just like ping retreat on that or something, or danger. Yeah, alright, there you go. That'll work. If they get this objective, it'll be a little difficult, but after clearing the wave, you could have rotated out. There's also the option of split pushing too. That's also valid. I would have cleared the other top wave though. Now you're losing that. If you wanted to double soak, you can't clear. You definitely do not do this. You can't do anything here. If you wanted to double soak, you can't push the wall. If you wanted to push the wall, you're not double soaking. And you're definitely not contesting this objective now after you left it to soak. Yeah, channel that. Cool. Use the bomb to stun. Alright, I don't hate it. That's pretty good. Defense matrix on these guys could be really useful. Ah, you kind of lost it. You're standing still a lot as D.Va. Standing still a lot. You attack while moving. There's not much point in standing still unless you like really need the position for the cannons. But if you're just focusing one person, you can keep walking around them. The thing in that team fight when you used defense matrix kind of at the wrong time. You want to use defense matrix when to protect your team. You can use it to farm bomb charge too. You have the thing that farms bomb charge, right? That's one of So I mean you can sort of use it as bomb charge, but like when you're just in a 1v1 situation, it's not that relevant. I'd booster in and get that globe. Don't let him have that. Alright. You're almost at bomb here. Alright, I'd boost her in a little. Aw. Yeah, you wanted to use bomb here. I'd have boosted in and used bomb.
This is the last blow you strike against the whole.
I don't think there's much you do here. I think it would be better if you just got top soak. Like, you don't really have much. Your follow-up's so far behind you here. You just kind of went and did nothing, used bomb. I think it would just better if you soak top. Because your tank was bottom trying to find this Dahaka kill, which is fine. You just don't really do anything without him. With Li Ming so far behind. And go again. You can walk a little bit closer. Yeah, there you go. That's much better. Alright. Do you need to go mid? Probably. Yeah, there you go. I like the angle on the thing. You could have potentially gone behind. Oh, you got this. Nice. Do you want to go back? I think you could have. I went too far back. Well, yeah, like right before that, you could have boosted, or actually, like right where I paused. Yeah, right here. You could booster as soon as your boosters come up, which is now. You could booster. Did you get rooted by this? No, you don't. Yeah, you could booster. You could have boosted this away and around and knocking him back instead of trying to clear the rest of the wave. You do get him though, so it's not that relevant. Just a little D.Va trick.
Enemy has raised their sword. Justice has come.
Ha! That was entertaining.
Free our soldiers and show the Horde what the Stormpipe Guard can do.
At this point, you're just kind of soaking as much lanes as you can, try and get 13. You can step up and clear that. I don't know what you're doing. You're just losing free fort. You just lost half your tower because you were typing. You can look up and at that Dahaka, he's really isolated. Oh, wrong way, yeah, you should have gone to the right around the debris there. Should be fine. I don't. Ooh, that wailing arrow is awkward. Yeah, your team's just really split up here. I think for the most part you're making the right macro decisions. Soaking a lot of lanes. You should have pretty good XP here. Yeah, 10k XP. You're up in everything. It's just one of those games where you're soaking the lane. You go to soak a lane, which is correct, but then your team dies. Oh, that's a weird bunny hop. Nice boosters to interrupt. This is where you use defense matrix. Actually, no, never mind. She's fine. Yeah, you have the slow. A good slow on the Zebo. Yeah, just keep walking forward. You're not in much trouble. I have booster through him. Nice. Yeah. Go for the Zebo. That's good. Self-destruct. Nice. Okay. You can probably run down this Zebo or booster these guys back. Never mind, your team backed off. You need to booster out. All right. Unfortunate. It was a good try. It was a good try. Maybe at 16 you'll be better once you have the big self-destruct. Booster away. Nice. Zill's got the clear here. Very good. Watch out for the minions explode talent. That shows up she's possession. It's fine. Oof. Lots of Zebo damage there. After this you go bot. Go bot now. Go bot. Bot. Why are you going top? You're just losing bot fort here. You're using bot keep. You have people top already. They're not great, but they're better than nothing. Eh. Oh, the Bright Wings comes in time. Okay, nice defense matrix. Yeah. I think your defense, your Bright Wing's just dying to Arthas. You kind of just abandoned your Bright Wing here, dude. Yeah, you just... Hello? Hello? You have defense matrix here. But you just abandoned your Bright Wing. Like, your Bright Wing's just dying to Arthas. She can't get away. You just, like, let her die here. That's, not ideal. Now, you do sort of clean up. Bright Wing's the only casualty. You go 2 for 1, but you lose your bot keep because you didn't go clear that. And I don't think it's worth overall. Like, sure, you got 2 kills, but you really only got net 1 kill and they got your full keep. Alright, so yeah, level 16 defense matrix now. That's really good. At this point, your goal in fights, as soon as they break out, is just get defense matrix on the like entire team. Get as much CDR as you can from it, which I believe is the 13, the 4. Yeah, so the 4. So get your defense matrix on as many people as possible, then start angle your attacks to hit as many people as possible, get your defense matrix up, and repeat, because defense matrix is a lot of utility. See if we can get something out of that in the fight. Unfortunately, they have level 16 Cigar. Is that the right Cigar 16? Oh my god, it's not. Never mind, Cigar is trolling. Interesting. I'll never understand Mutalisk players.
Our soldiers back and don't let the horde get theirs.
Alright, yeah, you can kill that guy. He's super split up. Good. Okay. I just booster in on this Gara here. Nice. Everyone in the defense matrix. Huge, 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 huge. Big value. Yeah, remember to keep moving around. You could have angled your R to kill that Cigar there. Okay, yeah, remember to keep moving around. You don't need to get your bonus damage either, because your level 4 is just attacks. You can get them from max range and they do no damage, or they do less damage, but they're still getting the CDR, which is the important thing. You're just a defense matrix bot, pretty much. The fact that you lost mech means that you couldn't defense matrix anymore. Fortunately, I'm pretty sure you're going to need to back to defend keep here. Back up here, nice. Get defense matrix. Oof, a lot of poison. Yeah, and also you're just losing top keep here. Just get out. So I want to just look at the entire rest of the fight. So starting from the beginning, get the Arthas kill, which is good. Arthas kill is good. He's overextended too much. Good bunny hop to secure the kill. Hit by the mob, which is fine. I'd boost her in immediately and chase these. Big defense matrix here. Slows, armor reducing, anti-heals on everyone. Switch out to the... And here, you should immediately be starting to, like, walk up this way to avoid the damage. You can be standing, like, here and hitting the Cigar and not eating damage from everyone. This is, I think, where the fight starts to go south, because here, you're standing still, you eat a bunch of damage, and because of it, you lose your mech. And if you want to angle your R, like, this way, so she has to walk into it. And yeah, once your mech's lost, you're in a significantly worse spot, because now you don't do anything without defense matrix. Remember to use your RG, by the way. You had an option to get a shot on them. Quite channeling right now, by the way.
So-called heroes
Yeah, so you're just getting peppered here. You're not channeling even when you're free to. They're kiting they're kiting the little minions so that you can channel and you're not. Let's see how Brightwing dies here. Ashe just gets caught here. It runs into the Rhaegar, that's unfortunate. Yeah, at this point you just have to back. There's nothing you're going to do here. Yeah, you could have unstoppable that route. Zoom out. Need to, yeah, there's tons of waves to clear here. Look at this thing. The monster. Top's losing. I think this is just where you lose the game, right? Yeah, I like the fact that you're not going to fight objective anymore. Down 20, the fight's kind of just lost. You just have to eat the objective and hope you live through it. But judging by the length of this replay, I'm pretty sure you don't. I would clear another wave mid. If bot loses, bot loses. There's not much you can do about it. You're fine. Yeah, you're fine. There's a giant wave mid. You need to clear. Go clear mid. Mid. Thank you. You want the defense matrix on. You're not fighting here, by the way. You're still down 20. If your team dies here, this is your fault. If you die here, your fault. Alright, zoom. You need to get out. Nice. Alright. I would have not zoomed out immediately. I would have kept a defense matrix on people because now they're kind of committed here. Yeah. You kind of baited your team into fighting there by taking that and using your R. This is really not a fight you wanted to take, and now I think you lose because of it. Good counter kill. Defense matrix is hitting no one right now.
Enemy strikes at our core.
Yeah, alright. That was kind of just... I don't know. I don't really like these kind of games to review, to be honest, because it was kind of just losing constantly the entire game. There's not too much actionable stuff to take from it, because the closer games are better because there's a lot of more chances to do something. Uh, in in this situation, it was kind of just like, well, your team's always split up and dying. You're kind of just on the back foot the entire game. The correct option is just to soak a whole bunch, which you were doing for the most part. There was sometimes you were not, and kind of hoping to get your shit together. You did screw up in some fights, so big takeaways here. With this build especially, you really want to focus on keeping your mech alive so that you can keep using defense matrix, especially post 16. You have huge utility. So walk around with when you're attacking. Don't just stand there and eat damage. Um, especially once you're there for this defense matrix level 4, you can get attacks from range for the cooldown reduction. Um, what else is it? There was that time mid where you kind of had like a bunch of options and you didn't commit to any of them. You went top and sort of pushed a little bit, but then decided not to commit to it. Went mid and it cleared a little bit, but then decided not to commit to double soaking, and then went bot after your team had already died because you didn't commit to the team fight initially. So just commit to something, and I think all three of those were valid. Um, yeah, it was kind of like just an awkward game. I don't know how much of that. I'm also not a D.Va expert. There may be like some D.Va tricks that you could have done better, but I'm mostly just looking at the macro side, and for that, for the most part, it was okay. You had the instincts to just soak all the lanes as much as you could, which I appreciate. I don't know how possible it's a double soak. I think part of it was saying something about you could have double soaked initially. I don't I don't know if that's possible as D.Va early game. You might need to get on the point at level 7 to double soak on this map. I'm not positive. I think it's fine to just stay top and try and push, but definitely pressure that Zebo top lane. He eated all his mana, he had like no health, and you just kept pushing waves at him for him to free farm. He needs to be under a lot more pressure there. I think honestly that's the biggest misplay overall, but also had the least impact in the game because it's such an early game thing. But just keep that lane matchup in mind. It's not always about just pushing waves in and clearing before the enemy, especially if you're not doing anything with that clear time. Thanks. But yeah, other than that, kind of just bad luck a lot of the time. I'm sure there is something. I'm sure there are more things you could do that I've missed as well, but I hope what I've said is at least somewhat helpful. And of course, always let me know if you have any questions, and otherwise, good luck.